Hello, welcome. Okay, so today, new challenge, new things. I'm doing a bunch of new art mediums just to try new stuff out, get out of my comfort zone once again. Today, I am going to be trying to draw in my sketchbook, paint in my sketchbook actually, doing some gouache paints that I've never done before. I have attempted to use gouache. It was a really small sketch. I've always wanted to try using it because I use watercolors for some of my old sketches and I've used alcohol markers. So let's see how gouache does in my lovely sketchbook.
Alrighty, so I'm starting off with something simple because the main reason why I wanted to try out gouache to see if I liked it for coloring my sketchbook pages, because when I do choose to color stuff, I use alcohol markers, and as any good artists know, alcohol markers bleed, and I would like to be able to utilize all my paper as much as humanly possible. So yeah, I don't know. This was a hand study I did of just a whole bunch of angles and stuff. I'm trying to see different angles of hands, but also try to stylize them too. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to add something fun and festive, so I just picked random colors and painted it. The consistency for gouache was interesting because I've used watercolor before and I've used acrylic before, but this one was a bit different because it's the in between. So like it was thick enough, but if I added water, it didn't stretch it out like acrylic does, but instead dilute it more. And I wanted to keep my colors like in high pigment. I didn't do a whole lot of mixing with the colors. I kind of just took what I had and then diluted it and went from there. I kind of wish that I mixed them more, and I also wish that I had like a B shot of me using the paint because I realized I did not film of the actual paint itself. It would paint through, but once it dried, it became a whole lot more apparent. Like it was very opaque and streaky at the same time, which is something I'm very much not used to compared to watercolor or uh, acrylic. Like you can see the streaks in acrylics, but usually they're even streaks. It's just the paintbrush strokes. I would put paint down and it looked good, but then when I was smoothing it out, it changed colors and then it got darker or lighter comparing a thing. I don't know. This was a whole lot of like testing just to see like how things go and whatnot. And yeah, the this page was pretty simple. Like all I really did was just color stuff, you know. For the skins and stuff, I did some skin tones and then I just mostly just did outlining color blotches. Really nothing in particular. I just wanted to see. I wanted to test it on a page that I knew I wouldn't care if it looked bad on, and it honestly doesn't look bad. It just kind of looks like it needs another layer. And you can see the lines of the stuff really well even when I went over it a few times, which is like super nice for me using just sketches of stuff. But yeah, here is the final sketch up. And now here's kind of the showcasing of the paints that I used. It's been a few days, and now I'm going to try to activate them. I don't think I did it right. I really didn't know what I was doing. I watched a video and followed what they said to do, and yeah. Now you're probably wondering, where did I get that purple if I only opened 3 of them? I also have a set of tube gouaches. That's where I first got the gouache from, so I'm guessing I got it from there. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've used these. But now we're going to do what I actually really wanted to learn. Now we're going to do the second thing I wanted to see about using gouache, is using it to illustrate stuff. So I have this little sketch that I did that's actually for a future project that's coming out soon. This world is very fantastical colors. It's actually based on a world of my original character, Kira, who is a character who runs a little shop in a post-apocalyptic world, but it's kind of like it's a funny slice of life and not a usual apocalyptic story. Kind of like what I enjoyed a lot from The Last of Us, also what I really liked from Sweet Tooth as well. Instead of using it like paint this time around, I wanted to use it more watercolor based and then build up to it. And the scene itself is kind of overgrown bathroom, just kind of getting the color palette similar to the world that I was talking about. I think I'm titling Little Shop on the Corner, something like that. The color scheme in itself was a lot of fun because I wanted to restrict myself but also have fun with it, so I wanted to do a lot of purples, teals, kind of like that blue tone with a pop of red here and there, red, pink, and here and there. But yeah, honestly, when making this one, I had a lot more fun than just using it to color stuff. Like, using it for actual, like, a painted illustration worked out a whole lot better than just coloring in it. And it might be the consistency that I got, or just like not being used to this medium. But I will say it got ugly before it got pretty, and it was very much trust the process moment. Because right now the colors look really muted, really sad, and low-key I was almost like, man, I don't think I'm gonna be using gouaches again. But then I took a second back and was like, no, this is like watercolor. I have to build with it. So I did. I came back and I built more with it to add more to it. And yeah, it actually made it pop a whole lot more than what I had originally. And then I came in and I did little highlights and darkening of stuff and just like added just a whole nother layer to it. Yeah, that's kind of my experience using gouache for these two little things. Will I use it more? Maybe. Depending on my mood. I'm trying to use more paint stuff in my sketchbook. But yeah, it's a good medium. Maybe not this specific brand that I got, because I will say reactivating the paint was really weird. And like the whole issue with gouache, especially jelly gouache, I think is what it's called, is that whole activating process and the mold. Oh my gosh, do you know how much my heart dropped when I opened the case and there was mold in it? I didn't know that was a thing. Oh my god. But yeah, if I really liked gouache, I would kind of just buy containers for them, for like each individual paint, because the way I could never with that. But yeah, even like reactivating it was kind of weird too. Like, I think I mixed it when I don't think I was supposed to. I think I should have let it sit in, and I think the people said like wait 24 hours or something, the activation process of it. All that being said, I did enjoy what I did with the paint. I can definitely see the positives and negatives of using it, just maybe not my cup of tea. It was interesting trying it out. I really don't know. This is more of an experiment than like an actual like, oh, this is bad. It's more of an experiment than an actual review and how I went through the process of using it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me watching my experience with gouache. I hope you stay tuned for my next fun projects, because I am really trying some new and fun stuff, and I am hoping to get more of my character-based things out soon. So stay tuned and stay weird, guys.